Okay, just packing up now. The water pump came off nice and easily. Undid all the bolts and studs and a couple of taps with a pry bar, and it just came right away from the housing. As did the thermostat housing. It was a little bit more of a headache because of various bracketry, and the heater, one of the heater taps kind of fouled the bolt as it came out of the housing, out of the front of the head there. But I managed to just get the thread out of the head and give it a little tap, and away it came as well. The water jackets look reasonably good. I mean, a typical amount of corrosion in both, but yeah, it all came apart pretty easily. So happy days. I've got a bunch of parts over here. A radiator that looks in reasonable condition, I suppose, for 50 odd years old. The fins are all pretty good and present. It looks like there's been some leaking happening down here, and there's been some pretty ordinary looking repairs in the top tank. But I think it's probably salvageable, the radiator. The shroud came off nice and easily. Fan and water pump pulley, no worries. Here's the water pump. It's absolutely shagged. The impeller is heavily corroded, and as you may be able to hear, the bearings are properly had it. It's end float in there, and the shaft's moving all around it. That's stuffed. So I'll be getting a new one of those. There's the thermostat. Pretty old school looking bellows type. Thermostat housing. Looked bad when I pulled it off. Still looks pretty ordinary, but I may be able to clean that up and use it again. It might be something that's getting hard to find new. And here's the generator. I initially thought the generator was the source of the noise under the bonnet when the engine was running, but it's definitely the water pump. The generator may be okay, although I don't believe it's charging the car. It's the charge light's on when it's running. So I'm going to have it checked out anyway. But the source of the charge light may be further up the circuit somewhere. Maybe the voltage regulator, which is, after all, made by Lucas. So, happy days. It's gone along pretty well today.